Hi, I hope you're okay, and welcome to this express session today. So today we're really going to focus on the arms. So if you do have any shoulder problems, you can still do this session, but please be very mindful of that. Be very careful, work at your level and go at your pace. But this would be great for you to try to really strengthen through the shoulders, and we're just going to be using our own body weight. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get into the all fours position. Okay. And we're just going to start by mobilising through the arms and the chest and the shoulders with thread the needle. So when you're ready then, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to take a breath in as we reach under, and then we're going to exhale as we reach all the way up. Don't worry if it's not too high. And again, inhale, reach under, exhale up. Perfect, and again. Fantastic. So on the membership, we have got a strong legs express session. So you might want to do these two together. Just for a good all over. Okay, let's go for one more on this side. So we need to do a few of these just to really mobilise and open up through those muscles. And let's change. So we're going to inhale as we reach. So bring the head right down here. Exhale all the way up as you extend. Inhale under. Nice big breath here. So you can always make this movement a little bit smaller if it always does feel a little bit too much. And we're definitely going to be doing some bone loading today. So that's where our exercises are fantastic for actually building bone strength, bone density. Okay, can we go for two more on this side? And last one. Fantastic. Okay, so we are going to be spending a little bit of time in the all fours position. So if you need to sit back and give those wrists a rest, then you can do. All fours position now, okay? Go for that little pelvic tilt. So if we just push the hands into the mat, this is where bone loading comes in because we're pushing down that resistance. We're just going to curl that tailbone up and under, nice and steady. And when you're ready to, find your midway point. Okay, so we're going to start with an isometric hold through the arms. So this is where the muscles are contracted, but they don't change length, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to push into the mat for 5 seconds with the hands. We're ready, so take a breath in. As we exhale, push for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, relax. If you want to, you can sit back. Come back into it. Exhale, push for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we could sit back as we inhale. Remember to keep the shoulder blades back and down the rib cage. Don't let them wing, okay? And again, let's exhale, push for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back, nice little breather. And again, exhale, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, do you want to make this a little bit harder? So we can bring in a little bit more weight behind the arms by lifting the knees, okay? This time you won't need to push because you're going to feel it. So remember that pelvic position. When you're ready, curl the toes. We're going to exhale, lift the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Can you feel that difference between the arms? If it's too much, stick with your push. We're ready, so breath in and exhale, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you'll feel as well with this that you will be working through the core, you'll be working through the abs. We're ready, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little breather, and we'll just go for one more, okay, before we move on. We ready? Exhale on the effort. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Come into a child's pose. Just ease off those rests. Resting that head down. Fantastic. Okay, so just bring yourself back up, bring those fingers under and just pull them in towards you. Just go for a nice little stretch. And let's change. So fingers under, just pull them gently. Can you feel the stretch just on top there? Okay, so next one then, we're going to take the hands wider than the mat and we're going to take the knees back. We're just going to cross the ankles. We're going to do a push-up. So we're going to inhale as we come down. Make sure the elbows are coming behind you, not out to the side. That's a high risk of injury, okay? And also make sure you're bringing the whole upper body down and up and you're not just bending from the hips. Can you see the difference? So hands either side of the mat. We're just going to do 5 of these because they're hard, aren't they? Keep the core engaged. We're going to inhale down, exhale up. And again, inhale down, exhale up. Elbows back, have a look. We've got 2 more. Inhale down, exhale up. Perfect. Can we do 1 more? Sit back. Well done. Walk yourself back. Perfect. So we're just going to focus a bit more on the shoulders next. So let's come into the side lying position. Knees are bent. I'd like to have your elbow underneath your shoulder. So we're going to keep that torso lifted. So we do bring in a bit of core work with this session. But what we're doing now, again, is an isometric hold. So can you feel that shoulders engaged? Those deltoids are engaged. And all I'd like us to do is to hold this position. And we're going to do the thread the needle, but in this side position. So we're going to inhale as we thread the arm under. And we're going to exhale up all the time, keeping that shoulder engaged. So inhale as you thread under, exhale up. Can you push that elbow, that forearm actually into the mat? Can you engage a little bit more as you're working through this thread the needle? So we're looking at the hand. Feel that shoulder is engaged. Perfect. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Now, can we work through this shoulder a little bit more? Can we actually straighten the legs? Can we take the hand onto the hip and can we come up into a plank? For 3, 2, and 1. Lower. So it's a really small plank, but you're definitely going to feel it in that shoulder, okay? So keeping the forearm quite relaxed, elbow under the shoulder. And again, can we come up into that plank? For 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Can we do 3 more? We ready? Let's come up. For 3, 2, and 1. I'm getting a shake in my shoulder. I don't know about you. 1 more, 2 more, sorry. Go for 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do 1 more. You ready? 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Well done. So let's change sides. Side planks I know are hard. Okay, so elbow underneath the shoulder, okay? Keeping that torso lifted, but we're focusing more on the shoulder on this exercise. We're going to bring the hand up. So we're going to inhale as we reach under a little way, and we're going to exhale all the way up. Inhale under. So make sure that elbow is just underneath your shoulder. It's not too far away. Perfect. So do you want to try just pushing that forearm into the mat? Can you feel it a little bit more in that shoulder? Keeping those knees nice and relaxed. And we're not too worried about the lower body in this exercise. We're just focusing on the upper. And can we keep that torso lifted? Let's get this core definitely engaged. Okay, let's go for 2 more of these. So pushing that forearm into the mat, and let's go for 1 more. Perfect. Now let's see if we can come into that plank, okay? So we're just going to do 5 short mini planks. So hand on the hips if you can. If you're struggling, you could have your hand on the mat, okay? Make sure your arm is in a good position. We're going to lift now. So let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Miss any of these out if you need to, okay? Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Are you ready? Let's go. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower. We've got 2 more. We ready? Let's lift for 3, 2, and 1. We've got 1 more to go. We ready? Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring yourself up. Let's just take one arm across the chest and just gently hug it in. Well done. Nice steady breaths. And let's change arms. Other arm across. Just lengthen those muscles. Okay, now I'd like us to focus on a bit more on the triceps, okay? So just working through the backs of the arms. So, what we're going to do, and you can see here that there's a lot of wrist action, isn't there, when you work with arms. We're just going to have the hands just either side of us, but just behind us, okay? And we're just going to build this one up. So if you have your legs straight, what I'd like to do is go through the action. So we're just going to bend those elbows back. So we're going to lean back and we want the arms to push us up. So try your best not to use your core, which I don't say very often. So we're going to inhale, so we take the elbows back, make sure they're behind you and they're not out to the side. Then we're going to exhale, push up to seated. Working through the backs of the arms. And you're just looking straight ahead, chest is lifted. And try your best to get all of this movement from the arms. You want all the power from the arms. Working through those triceps just on the backs of the arms. Fantastic. How's that feeling? Can you feel it? Are you getting a burn there? Okay, so now let's make it a bit harder, okay? Let's go down for 2 and up for 2. So we're going to go down for 1, 2, up for 1, 2. And again, down for 1, 2, up for 1, 2. Slow it down. Let's go down for 1, 2, up for 1, 2. Let's do 2 more. Down for 1, 2, up for 1, 2. Perfect. Let's do 1 more. Down for 1, 2, up for 1, 2. Perfect. From here, I'd like to come into your down position and we're going to pulse for 10. Okay, little pulses up and down, not all the way up. We're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push yourself up. Give those arms a little bit of a shake. Well done. Definitely felt that. We might feel that in the next couple of days, I think. Okay, so we're coming back into the all fours position. And again, we're going to bring it back to the shoulders, but also back to the core, okay? So, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, go for your pelvic tilt again. Really important. And I'd like you to just find that midway point. Find it there. I'm going to go for shoulder taps, okay? So we're going to be transferring the weight as we take one hand across to the opposite shoulder, okay? And you'll find that when you're bringing the hand up and across, that the weight will go all the way into this arm. So again, great for bone density, but also great for building up strength, okay? So if we take a breath in, we're gonna exhale, tap. Inhale back to the mat, exhale, tap. So opposite hand to opposite shoulder. You wouldn't be able to do same hand, same shoulder, would you really? And we're just alternating. Fantastic. Good work. And if you can, just think about actually pushing that hand into the mat. Get a little bit more of an engagement through that arm. Spread the fingers a little bit. Can you feel that difference as you just push down just a bit. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to go for last 4, and then we're just going to finish off with one last isometric hold. Last one. Perfect. We're just going to come into the plank for 10 seconds, okay? Because if you think about it, when we lift our knees up, all of that weight is going to transfer into the arms, okay? Are we ready? So hands under the shoulders, and we're just going to take those feet out. Strong plank. Remember, hips in line with the body. We're not doing a downward dog. And let's hold for 10 seconds. I have got a timer here, so I know it is 10 seconds, okay? And already we've got last 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the knees down, let's come into a child's pose. So taking the hips all the way back. Well done. From here, slide the hands forwards and come into your puppy pose. Stretch off through those shoulders we've just been working. Fantastic. Walk it back into your child's pose and take one arm underneath and just look towards that hand under the armpit. Now you might get some muscle soreness over the next couple of days. It's completely normal. Just try and keep your shoulders nice and mobile. Do some shoulder rolls. And let's change arms. Especially with those triceps, you might feel those. And bring that hand back to the child's pose position. And again, let's walk forward, let's slide forward, into that puppy pose. Really sink into the mat, sink into the forearms. Feel that stretch in the shoulders. Hips are in the air. Your shoulders might be shaking a little bit. And then very gently walk yourself up to seated. Okay, so we did work on those triceps, so we're just going to do a stretch, okay? So we're going to take one arm up, take it just behind the neck, and then gently just push that elbow back. And hopefully you can feel that stretch, can't you? Just in the back of the arm. And you're just pushing that elbow back just as far as you need, really. You won't need to push it back too much. And relax. So we're just going to take the other arm up, take the hand behind the neck, and then gently push the elbow back till you can feel the stretch. Sitting nice and tall. And relax. Perfect. Hope you enjoyed that. I really look forward to your feedback on this one because it is a little bit different to the other express sessions. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you again very soon.